Welcome ENC 90 students. This is Professor Bloomingberg. The purpose of this video is to introduce you to the assignments for week 7. As always, I'm on the home page and I'm going to go to weekly assignments to view the week 7 folder. Week 7 folder is at the top. I'll click it. And as always, the very first thing that I'm going to want to do is look at the week 7 coursework. It's always uploaded as a Word document as well as a PDF document. I'll just, for the sake of time, click on the PDF document. And once I do so, I'll have to readjust the camera a bit. So just hang tight for just a second. And what I'm going to do is just realign the camera just a little bit so that you guys can see a listing of coursework. So we'll start with the readings for this week. We're taking a break from both books in terms of the Right Stuff book and All Over About the Shouting. And instead, what I'm asking you to read is a study guide for fixing common sentence problems. This is located on the week 7 folder as a downloadable document. Please download it and review it carefully. We'll do some continued work with the study guide. And actually, there is an assignment that we'll work on next week related to the study guide. But for this week, just look it over and we'll talk about it on the discussion board this week. Also, I have placed the culture essay assignment sheet on the week 7 folder just so you can review it. The rough draft is due this week. I have been getting some emailed questions about when it's due. Please note that the rough draft is due this week. And just so you're clear, you're going to do a rough draft and submit it this week. I will look at it. I will place some feedback for you within the actual document itself and on your grade center, and you can look over that feedback and you will get the opportunity to make some changes and resubmit a final draft, and we'll talk at a later time about the due date for that. Due dates this week, with the exception of one, Sunday, March 1st by midnight or 11:59 p.m. That's when the culture essay rough draft is due. And I've just put some information to make sure that you note that you need to have a completed rough draft with at least 5 paragraphs. Think in terms of a first introductory paragraph, 3 body paragraphs, and a concluding paragraph. Make sure you indent all paragraphs and adhere to the ENC format. And feel free to review the format video in the Start Here option on Blackboard. And so please note that. Discussion board assignments, there's really only one this week. It's fixing common sentence problems is the topic. And you do need to post your own response as well as a reply to a classmate's response. And if I can, let me see what I can do to just move the camera down just a little bit so that you can see my writing lab. It's a little bit shaky here. Let me see if I can fix that. Paragraph development module is the one that you're working on this week. Last week we took things kind of slow because we had the snowstorm that hit the entire state of Kentucky. Hopefully all is well for you and you're able to work on your normal schedule this week. We originally were going to start paragraph development last week, but we'll begin it this week. And please note I made a mistake on the original upload that I've now fixed. The due date for that entire module is Sunday, March 8th. So you still have some considerable time, but it is a lengthy module. It is 11 topics. One thing we'll do in just a moment is we'll pull it up and take a look at it just so you're clear on what you need to do. And I'm getting some emails about some confusion with the My Writing Lab, so I want to clear that up, hopefully with this video. Okay, so I'm going to readjust camera, bear with me. And what I'll do is very delicately, I'll readjust to come back over to the side. And I will go back to the week 7 folder. I can zoom out if I need to here. Yeah, it looks like we're probably okay. So again, that's what's expected this week. The assignment sheet is listed down here below the Week 7 coursework documents, both as a Word document and PDF file. And there's the Fixing Common Sentence Problems. I only uploaded that as a PDF file, but if you have any problems accessing it, let me know and I can make some corrections and get that to you. I'm going to just move the camera down one more time again so that you see the study guides there. Culture Essay Rough Draft is here, and please note that you're using the Browse My Computer option as always once you have your rough draft typed and saved. And I think we talked about that. Move the camera down one more time, or maybe just a couple of times here. You'll see the discussion board. If I click on it, it'll, as always, take you to the link to this week's discussion board assignment on fixing common sentence problems. If I go down just a little bit more, you'll see the very bottom tab is for the learning path of the My Writing Lab. Now, I think what I'll do at this time is take just a minute to pull up the My Writing Lab. Now, I set up the links in the weekly folders, and what that does, as I'm sure you know, when you click on it, it takes you right to the learning path of the My Writing Lab. So I'm going to go ahead and click it, and then I'll have to readjust the camera to bring it back up, so bear with me on that. Okay. So what you can see here are the listing of the modules as I just clicked on the link. It's a little difficult in the camera view to get them all in, but the sequence goes Basic Grammar, Craft of Writing. Those are the two that you've already completed. Then Paragraph Development, I'll shift the camera just a little. You can see Sentence Skills is after Paragraph Development. And then the last three below are Punctuation, Mechanics, and Spelling, Usage and Style, and Essay Development. So I've been getting some questions about the My Writing Lab and what you need to be doing. So I'm going to click on the Paragraph Development. This is, and I was incorrect. It's actually 9 topics. I think I was thinking of Basic Grammar, which has 11. So 9 topics for Paragraph Development. So let me stand corrected on that. You'll click it. And what you will see, and I'll have to bring this back up just a little bit more. What you will see is the topics listed in the corner, and you can see that they are penciled topics. What you need to do for the My Writing Lab is simply complete all the penciled topics, and each topic over here corresponds with overview, animation, recall, applies, and post-test. And so what you will do is with each one, you'll complete the series of activities. And you're going to work your way all the way from describing to argument. Now the goal again is to change your pencils into mastered stars. It's not going to happen for every single topic, but that needs to be the goal. And so if you start with the first one, describing, paragraphs describing, you have your overview and animation. Those are the roots of the lesson, so you want to spend some time looking at those, and I'll readjust the camera a little bit so you can get all that in. And then remember that you need to complete at least 1 recall and 1 apply before you take a post-test. That is required. And for some of you, you might have had a note from me on your basic grammar module score about making sure that you complete the recall and apply. Mastery, again, is 80%. So with recall and apply, you need to correctly answer 8 out of 10. And same with your post-test. You need to answer at least 8 out of 10 correctly. And it is the post-test that will change your pencil into a star. So note that as well. So you're completing all the pencil topics, not just describing, but when you finish that one, go down to narrating all the way down to argument. And you are given to March 8th to complete that assignment. I hope this clears up some of the questions that you've had about the lab, and I hope everything's clear in terms of what you're working on this week. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. Good luck to you, and we'll talk again in the future in terms of doing these videos each week to let you know what's happening. Take care. Bye-bye.